Thank you for that. I know it's a Canadian donation, so I guess there's maybe an angle, but I'll Google it first. I'll get back to the Big Sean thing. Schoolboy Q manager? Who's his manager? Y'all gotta, like, we don't know. Truth in details. Is it this? Wait, this nigga's the manager? He's a podcast dude. Oh, okay. All right, let me see.
Oh, this shit is shocking. Nigga Dope Patty, what up, bro? Business class specifically, sit next to a motherfucker. Remember that Nipsey Hussle picture when he made the picture with somebody by him that I think either said something or told him.
What's the timestamp? I'm trying to get to it.
I'm gonna turn his earphones down, the music down, and Nip had made a post about him, like was on him. It's like one of those. Sometimes you get in business with a nigga that you know, he looking at you like, what the fuck you doing sitting next to me? So I've grown to look at them the same way, and sometimes you got to give a motherfucker what they want. You know what I'm saying? I'll get on the phone and have an ignorant conversation. Yada. Yeah, nigga. So it's kind of fucked up to the fans, though. It is fucked up for the fans to know that this thing is a thing, right? So it's crazy how word of mouth go and what a tweet to do. One tweet, what it do? That shit hit Shade Room, hit Akademiks page. He number one, arguably number two. But it hit his page, it hit all the pages. It touched all the pages. And I'm just watching this shit, like I said, I'm just in my own world, enjoying myself, doing what I do.
He's a manager, right? He should know what happened.
And I'm just watching all this shit. I'm like, that's crazy. A motherfucker don't know nothing about a nothing. Like I got, you know what I'm saying? This shit be tweaking me out, but I love this shit though. I'm not even here to become, you know, that's what I'm saying. I didn't get on my phone, prop it up in the car and just, you know, breaking news. Breaking news. You know who got it. You know who got it. I didn't do none of that.
So who shut the show down? Did he give any answers?
Because I was flooding. What it do, Crody? That's crazy if I get sick right now. I'm about to get hot. But, anyways.
You gonna address it?
This time, honestly, like I said, we didn't go out there we was out there going out there fairly, like honestly, very fairly light. We was on our regular crew, just pushing to go stop through Toronto because it was a sold out show for one. Let's not forget that, a sold out show.
Oh, so it was a sold out show. So why was I hearing the narrative that they couldn't sell tickets?
That bro sold out. Prior to all this shit even cracking off, his tour date announced. Toronto was probably like the first city for sure to sell out. So it's kind of fucked up to the fans, though. It is fucked up for the fans. Like, I forget what that venue hold, with over 2,000 or something like that. You know, because it's like, where would y'all get this notion from that it's going to be dangerous? Like, we're going into one of the safest spots in the world, Canada. That's why they make it so hard to even get in over there.
Yo, niggas love sneak this in Canada. We're going to one of the safest spots. Why he say that? That's exactly why the show got shut down, my brother. You know why? Because Canada tired of the disrespect. Nigga, y'all gonna get Canada wilding on some Jacksonville Chirac shit, nigga. Bro, they tired of this whole like, oh, this is the safest place you could be. Yo, this is such a peaceful environment. Yo, niggas is in Canada. That's why they're wilding for respect.
And okay, so outside of that, for sure. Outside of that, when we come in, we get in there, show day. What the fuck can we do? What can we bring? What kind of threat do we really pose to where the cops, only the cops, it's only the cops saying that, nah, this is too much. Like specifically saying they don't want TDE people,
How do they say
artists
that?
performing at this venue that Drake happens to have ownership in. Shout outs to that guy. Shout outs to that man getting his chili and all that.
Yeah, but why would I even want to perform there? I think my dude is kind of saying exactly why the show got canceled. If Drake has an ownership stake or has heavy influence in the shit, brother, I wouldn't let you niggas perform there anyway. Get mad if you want to. Don't be no fucking video dissing me, mouthing lyrics, dancing. Nigga, go dance. Go back and dance in Compton. Go dance in your room. You're not dancing at my venue. I'm sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, why are we so shocked about this? By the way, I think before getting there, if he's the manager, my man should have called ahead to be like, hey, before we even come to Canada, is everything good with the show? Find out the temperature. They might let you know, like, hey, I don't know if we told you when we signed the contract, but Drake owns this shit. Because they probably announced this tour way before the beef started, right? At that point, if you knew there was a little bit of rumbling, y'all could have tried to go get a different venue. Try to move to a different venue, like a venue change. You get what I'm saying? Hit up Live Nation. Hey, y'all got any other venues that can hold about 2,000 people? This other venue, they're not rocking. We need to do a change of venue. The day before, though, yeah, that's just canceled now.
But it's kind of crazy, though. You know what I'm saying? I kind of felt what Q was saying with that, motherfuckers, it was just like, the big dogs was just kicking it. They was all just kicking it. That's, they was kicking it. People, I think Birdman was getting honored.
Here's the only thing that I think that Schoolboy Q gets wrong, and TD Keem gets wrong. I didn't know this thing is. Wait, he's a TD executive or something? I thought this thing was a podcast this whole time. I thought Back on Fig was cool with TD. I didn't know they had like TD niggas like podcast. Anyway, cool. Here's the point. All this the big dogs kicking and shit. When Drake don't even really do. Let me not speak definitively. Tell me when whoever's the big dog, top dog, I guess. When Top Dog and Jay Prince is kicking it, yes, y'all good. You hanging with Lil Wayne don't mean a goddamn thing. Lil Wayne can't even remember his lyrics. No disrespect. We love the GOAT. That's the GOAT. But come on, he can't even remember his lyrics. Come on. Birdman just cooling, man. Birdman hand rubbing with anything with the money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course Drake fuck with Stunner and Wayne, but y'all start talking about street elements. I think the only street element that really Drake align under is Jay Prince. So y'all gotta go. That's the big dog y'all gotta go holla at with Drake. Somebody said, I thought you ain't know. This nigga dissed me one time. Like, I thought it was a podcast. Nigga, I didn't know there was a Schoolboy Q's mansion. What the fuck? Listen, maybe you watch this dude, bro. I don't watch this dude. Like, he dissed me one time. I was like, whatever. No. He mentioned something after I did he was the one who said, I believe, he was the one who said, what's his name? I didn't even know his name was Keem. He's the one who said, yo, we set it up remember I was getting heckled at the Back on Fig community show? And he was like, yeah, I set that up. Yeah, nigga. And I was like, why would you say some dumb shit like that? That's stupid, right? But I thought he was a podcaster. Like, I didn't see him say managerial shit in that time when I see him. So how the fuck? Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is one thing. Let me not go on a West Coast rant. Actually, I'm gonna go on a West Coast rant. West Coast niggas, I swear you niggas are just in a weird bubble that y'all think everybody understands or knows what's going on. Nigga, it's only like, nigga, this is how the rest of the world look at the West Coast. Y'all are here and the world is here. Y'all be thinking that everybody tapped in. No. It's a reason why, like, to be honest, like, I don't know how the West Coast is now, but it's like, bro, y'all have artists that's only known there. People look at the world way bigger. So y'all be like, y'all don't know this guy? He's popping on the West. No, we don't. The fuck? What are you talking about? No, we don't. Nobody plays his music. Nobody. And I'm not talking about Schoolboy Q because he blew up nationally. But when y'all tell me about him, this is a West Coast podcaster. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't watch West Coast podcasters because they only talk about West Coast shit, which I don't know what's going on. I tune in, they're talking about, yo, he's a Hoover, he's a this, he's a that. Nigga, I don't know the finger hieroglyphics to keep up. I'm out. Peace. Check out. Listen, I just watch it on Adam 22 shit when he get them fighting. I'm like, okay. Matter of fact, AD gave me a good, like, he gave me a gang breakdown, nigga. I feel like he gave me 4 years of gang schooling in like 20 minutes of convo. I was like, oh. He was like, all right, and over here, they like this big. You got this gang, and their rivals are these people. And the whole time I'm like, nigga, it felt harder than my most difficult biomathematics class ever. I'm like, what the fuck? But here's the thing. And I'm talking to the audience here. I'm not talking to nobody particular in the West. When y'all keep saying how I don't know so-and-so, I think this guy, Keem, I thought it was a podcast. I didn't know he managed people. But West Coast podcasters, and by the way, for anybody on the West Coast, if you do podcasts, let me just give you a tip. This helped me. You're always going to be in a bubble if you only cover gang culture. You're not Adam 22 for the majority of y'all. Adam didn't blow up off covering the West Coast. Adam blew up off covering XXXTentacion, Juice WRLD, Lil Pump, 6ix9ine, and all those artists. Now he's like, well, he's on his let me manipulate gang culture like wave. So he's fucking with LA gang culture and Chicago gang culture, which I don't know why, but he rather than be global, focus on two hoods. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, keep doing your thing. But for the rest of the world, we have zero idea. Nigga, I just found out the other day that Crip Mac not in the same gang as like Nipsey and them. It's like, no, that's different. No, he from 55th. Those are the 55th Crips. And then that's the neighborhood Crip. I'm like, how many Crips? And then there's a this Crip. And then, oh my God. And then if you say this, like, I was watching this No Jumper video, I swear. These niggas is beefing over what name they call a cigarette. Nigga, I couldn't believe it, bro. Nigga, I almost passed out. I couldn't understand. It was grown men. Nah, cut. What, nah, cut, what, nah, cut? Yo, what you, yo, the craziest thing, I sat and watched all 20 minutes of it, and then, yo, you ever watch some shit and be like, I'm a lot more dumber right now. But that was some shit. That was some shit. Nigga, that's how I feel when I listen. It's like, that's another thing. If I was a podcaster on the West Coast, I would never talk about gangs. I'm even confused why Flacco does it. Nigga, your platform is way bigger than that. I would never talk about gangs. Because nobody gives a fuck about, unless you have some insatiable appetite for gang beefing, which a lot of people do. But you pigeonhole yourself to just talking about two gangs on two blocks. Fuck, I don't want to talk about that. Every time I'm watching West Coast, which by the way, I get it. That's a big part of their culture. So I'm not knocking it. But every time, like, it confuses me so much, I'm like, I remember I'm watching No Jumper. I heard a nigga Brick Baby. I thought he's like, he said the number 2 Crip behind Tookie Williams or something. I'm like, all right, he number 2. I get it. And then he was beefing with another Crip. And I'm like, how the number 2 beefing with maybe the number 5? Like, is it working like that? Like, how does it work? Like, if I'm number 2, I'm not beefing with number 100. Like, I don't know, man. So as soon as I start watching these guys, I'm like, what? Let me get back to like regular hip hop that I actually have an understanding of, because I'm making my business to not know too much gang stuff. Like, I think ADA was explaining to me the stuff. He was like, I think him and T-Rell are both Crips, but they from 2 different places of Cripping. He from Lantana Block or Santana Lantana, and then. Yeah, y'all got me at that point. like y'all got me, bro. Like, yo, when I used to get confused about the Chicago shit, there was this gang Wikipedia page, and you could see it clearly. He's from this gang. It's on these blocks, and they beef with these. You could clearly see what's going on. With LA, they probably got it for LA too, but this is just too much, bro. It's too much. You know what I mean? like, they lost me because when they brought the big buff dude, DW one. I'm like, all right, cool. This is the Crip podcast. I get it. And then he's saying, Then he was like, "Oh, insane, cuz," and I was like, "What's insane? Like, what does that one mean? What does that one mean? What does that one mean?" Then I seen him beefing with Brick, and I was like, "Well, Brick number 2, he's a number 2 Crip, and behind Tookie Williams. How they be? Okay, y'all got me. Checking out." So yeah, I'm not disrespecting this guy by not knowing. West Coast podcasters just talk a lot about gangs, and I don't know too much about gangs. You know what I mean? Or at least West Coast gangs. Now, if we go back to some good old BDs and GDs, like Chicago kept it simple for me. We got BDs and GDs. Oh, okay. I could get jiggy with this. It's kind of easy. What gang is he? Well, the nigga is dropping the rakes. Okay, I know what he is. This nigga's over here. He keeps saying GDK in his song. I know what he is. But in LA, I'm like fucking lost. I think Wack one time was trying to like make an explanation to me. He's like, yeah, he's like, yo, I'm a Paru. And then he said something about Damu, and I was just like, yeah, I don't think I got to that class yet. I just thought you was a blood, my guy. I just don't know. I just thought you wear red. I didn't know it was that complicated, brother. Check out. I'm out of here. Peace. Y'all got me. I'm telling you, Chad. They make it too complicated. You got to be. I'm telling you, Chirac made it so easy for me, bro. 2 main gangs. Just a other bunch of like names for the gangs. We got the BDs. Yeah, we got GBE and OTF and whatever. But it was simple. FBG. Okay, here's the GDs and all right, cool, simple. LA, too complicated. Y'all got it. All right. Anyway, my bad for my little LA rant. Back to what this guy said about this thing.
It was all peaches and it was good, which it should be. Like, God damn, my boy. That was more so ego right there. That's ego. Because we still getting paid in full in bonuses. And just technically they want us to be at the building. So, shout outs. Shout outs to the new hoe queen. Nah, you the new hoe king.
Was that a Drake diss? I feel like he's kind of saying he feels it's Drake, right?
Who chose the venue? The venue was chose
By Live Nation, right?
like I said prior to all of this.
By Live Nation.
So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the venue was chosen.
Yeah, so if they did get paid their bonuses or whatever he's saying they got paid, I would assume that they didn't cancel it and the cancellation came from either one, Live Nation, which by the way, remember Live Nation canceled my show, right? So Live Nation could have canceled it. The venue themselves could have canceled it, right? Because these venues, they're just contracted to either only do Live Nation events or for Live Nation events to take priority. And then Live Nation give them a booking schedule pretty much. And that's how, like, Live Nation doesn't own the venue, but they'll have contracts with the venue. And some venue they actually just flat out own, right? So if they still got paid, it couldn't be them that canceled. It has to be Live Nation, the venue, or police making the venue, or police influencing Live Nation, right? So I guess the police was called police one thing. Police, event, venue, police venue, or Live Nation. So one of 3 things.
Whatever, like that's like I said, that's business. He making this chili. We didn't know who venue was when we accepted it and all that, and it was nothing. None of this was in the air at the time anyway. So that's like really nothing to really talk about.
Interesting.
Shit deep in the rap.
Now let me evaluate this portion of it. Do I particularly believe that there is a world that they canceled? Let's say the venue canceled, right? Because of or let's say Drake's team influences the venue to cancel without Drake pulling that trigger. I think that's possible too. I think this could have came from Drake's team and Drake don't know about it. I don't think Drake is dealing with venues. I think the people who he hires is doing these things. Right? Now, I'm not saying that Drake might not have wanted them to not be there, but whoever Drake would have contracted to be in charge of these ancillary business, because this is an ancillary business if you think about it for Drake, right? If he's a co-owner or even an ambassador, Could that person have said, "Oh hell, no, we're not doing no Schoolboy Q show"? That could have been a thing, right? I don't know. Again, we're just making assumptions until I see like some actual proof. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I'm more so in tune. Like I'm really tapped in to see how the rest of the media, like when I be on the ends of shit, I'm very tapped in to see how media take this shit and just takes now. If it's somebody tell the truth, they tell the truth, and I give them that. But if you out here just lying and shit, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it for what it is. But on the other end too, shout out Drake too. I ain't gonna like for real though. Don't get it twisted. Like for pulling a new whole king move like that. Like he did some whole shit. He did some whole shit or approved some whole shit for sure. But it is understandable. Shit, it is understandable. Like nigga, I told the homies that like, listen, whoever was on that stage, don't try to be like, nah, I couldn't go for it myself. The minute you got on that stage, the minute you...
Okay, this guy's reasonable. That's reasonable. Yeah. If you got on that stage as a rapper and you're going to need that venue clip for you for right now.
In the video, raising your hand or dancing.
Guys making
that
sense.
Wop, 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 wop part come on and you really just slapping the pinata. Yeah, nigga, let's go be smoke with me. It ain't gonna be one of those. Oh, I just got invited to the video. I didn't really know he was even dissing you.
Yeah.
That's what somebody gonna tell Drake.
Okay, this guy realistic.
I ain't know he was dissing you. It was about you. Shit. Niggas talking about they not like us. I thought you was included with. We were talking about the rest of these niggas. That's how it's gonna go. That's how it's gonna go. But like I said, I ain't gonna lie to you. Me personally, I think they was planned up and they was just 10 minutes off the marker. I think them motherfuckers was willing to let us come all the way to Canada. Remember he got Gucci through. He said he was able to get Gucci through. Gucci said he was able to get him through. Yeah, I can be cat, but I'm running with that story. So he getting niggas through the border. He got the power like that. He already said he paying the cops off. These are things he said.
He do say that.
But like I said, if anything, let us do the show. It's your venue. Let us do the show. Come down, you know what I'm saying? You should be pulling up and giving motherfuckers bottles of Ace of Spade and shit. Or better yet, catering us New Ho King. Like, you know what I mean? We don't want none of the fucking merch. It's not like we want the merch or nothing like that. Like, come on, give us some New Ho King, come with some Ace of Spades, treat us like respectable guests in your venue. Nigga, you got 2,000 people here that paid to come.
All right, let me, how about this now? How about this? Imagine if, let's say Drake did have a hand in canceling this. Imagine if Drake had it canceled to protect them, to protect Schoolboy Q from possibly getting, like, no disrespect, like something happening, right? Let's say, hey, people in Canada is tired of dudes like him saying, this is the safest place in the world. We're here. This is Candyland. This is Chuck E. Cheese. They want to do something to somebody to prove, even if it's more than like stand up for Drake, they want to prove Toronto ain't soft, right? Back in the day, Top 5 used to be pulling up on U.S. rappers at the mall and try to punk them and get them on video and be like, yeah, y'all niggas tough in y'all city. Y'all not tough here. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Imagine if maybe Drake's team was like, yo, I don't want this to get violent with these guys. Let me make sure the show is pulled that nothing funny happened, because if something funny happened, they're going to blame me anyway. Because if somebody throws something on stage and hit Schoolboy Q, they're going to say Drake did it. Drake sent him. If somebody rushed stage and punched Schoolboy Q, they're going to say Drake did it. Drake sent him, right?
come see the man, and you got a problem with that, and you big status. So it's like that's another thing. You big status, like you getting a different type of chili, a different type of that's your city. But hey, whatever. Wop 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 wop. Get the fuck off the plane, Q. Drake a nigga. That nigga Drake made a call. Hey, yeah. You see everybody right there? Yeah, it's a nigga right there. He in the front of the first class right there. Yeah, tell his people. Yeah, the light skinned cat that's playing manager and all that. Yeah, get him the call. Tell the rest of the team, get off the plane. Yeah, we got cameras in that motherfucker. Get off the plane. That's all they got at us. We down there is feeling like, hold on, man. Niggas is comfortable and shit. Niggas done took their sleeping pills. Whatever they take. Whatever you take.
Oh, is he saying that they didn't even get to Canada yet? Oh, shit.
To calm down on those planes, everybody took it. I'm talking about belt buckles was on, y'all. And I'm in business class too. So think about business class. It don't matter what class you in though, but business class specifically, sit next to a motherfucker. Remember that Nipsey Hussle picture? His name. You that brother. You thought I wanted him to treat us? I'm just saying, I don't see, we didn't know it was that deep, like, golly, but we learned now though. I ain't gonna lie to you. We learned now. I'll take another shot of Remy for that. That's my last shot actually. But another narrative too, and we never got to go that far proving nothing. That's like crazy. But there is a narrative out there that it was because of flood in Toronto, flooding right now and all that and everything and all that. And though that may be true that the row house got flooded and they went through a couple things a couple days ago. Hell no. That ain't the facts. The facts is the PD got involved. They got word. They was instructed to say, do not let them in damn near across the border. Especially don't let them come to motherfucking our venue. That's what it was. Straight up. Pierre the God. Good looking, man.
All right. Again, I don't know. I think Drake, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how he personally feels. And I don't know if he thinks about like the long-term ramifications. I ain't gonna lie. Drake look like he's standing on business with it. Now, Drake, the thing with Drake is that he does a lot of the subliminal shit. So you got to like look between the lines a bit. Like, for example, this was one of them. After that hit the net, Drake posted a picture. I don't even know how he got the shirt. It says free Yayo, of course, the duck lips. And he's rocking some blue, is these Timbs? I don't know. These kind of look a little shiny. I don't know what this is. Some blue boots. And if you kind of don't get, maybe, again, he does this subliminally, so maybe this is all coincidence. But the free Yayo t-shirt was an ode to this t-shirt that Eminem once wore. Free Yayo. That was back when Tony Yayo was locked up, which now we get to find out maybe he was given a big up to Tony Yayo, Drake. Yeah. So Tony Yayo did an interview on Vlad TV where in the first part of the interview he said, yo, niggas don't want Drake to not allow them to come to Toronto. So it's kind of like if he's referencing and bigging up Yayo in a way, and Yayo said niggas don't want Drake to shut the door on Canada for people, maybe Drake is kind of saying that he was behind that. That makes sense. I don't know. All right, let me play the clip. I don't play the whole thing for y'all. I play the relevant part.
You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta come on the West Coast. That's the fucking.
Here we go.
Oh, this is way beyond the Pusha T.
Yeah, this is like a big battle. That's why I said this is like Jay-Z and Nas. This is like John 50. Well, Ja Real wasn't that good. 50 just we demolished him. But
look,
it was a major beef, and it's to the point now where
here we go.
you can't really give your opinion because niggas still want to go to Canada.
Ooh,
You know what I mean? You don't want to say something about Drake. And fucking can't go to Canada. You got wild niggas like Preston, Bun, and all them wild niggas and all kind of other fucking top 5 and all these niggas. You got wild niggas in Canada. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta come on the West Coast. That's the fucking grandfather of fucking gangbanging.
Yeah. It was a hell of a concert.
And you know how fans get.
Yeah.
It just get crazy. It could be a fan to punch you in the head or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, I wish I was there.
By the way, I think he said this before the Rick Ross shit. The Rick Ross shit kind of happened. Somebody punched Ross. So he said this before the Ross shit. And now, somebody, I guess they got told by the promoter, yo, show is done. It's not happening. Don't even fly here. While they're on the plane. Whoa. Maybe Drake, y'all think Drake is pulling those strings? Huh? Free Yayo.
Wood. And from my times of being in LA, I seen Grape Street up there, I seen Bloods up there, you seen Pyru's up there. You just seen all the different gangs. Nobody has ever done that, like in hip hop. So it was like, yeah, that was like a Tupac moment, bro. He had the Tupac outfit on. Mm-hmm. He told Drake, "Give me the Tupac ring back."
Yeah, that was
like
a bar
this
right
shit
there.
is like classical hip hop for the younger generation and for the older generation.
Mm-hmm.
But Drake, like, come on, like Drake is the guy. So this is the first time you ever seen him really like battle tested besides the Pusha T shit.
Oh, this is way beyond the Pusha T.
Yeah, this is like a big battle. That's why I said this is like Jay-Z and Nas. This is like John 50. Well, Ja Real wasn't that good. 50 we demolished him. But it was a major beef. And it's to the point now where you can't really give your opinion because niggas still want to go to Canada. You know what I mean? You don't want to say something about Drake and fucking can't go to Canada. You got wild niggas like Preston, Bun, and all them wild niggas and all kind of other fucking top 5 and all these niggas. You got wild niggas in Canada. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta come on the West Coast. That's the
Drake might be pulling them strings, y'all. Drizzy might be pulling them strings. Let me go to a breaking news topic.